Sambhanam Bhaktanam Vidrasayana Vipayajena Dattam Tam Nami Karunya Sundara Nami Sankirtana Maharasa Rasabhe Chandramani Bhav Sankirtana Maharasa Sambhati Vitaran Vishe Gora Krishna Ganesa Damani Shri Navadive Gupta Govardhane Shubhe Damani Shri Navadive Gupta Govardhane Shubhe Vishwa Vishruta Chaitanya Saraswata Madhotama Vishwa Vishruta Chaitanya Sthapaita Gurum Gura Radha Govinda Vidraha Sthapaita Gurum Gura Radha Govinda Vidraha Akashayati Chatma Seva Samsiddhi Vigraha Akashayati Gaura Shri Rupa Siddhanta Divya Dhara Dharam Guru Gaura Shri Rupa Siddhanta Shri Bhakti Rakshakam Devam Sridharam Pranamam Shradhaya Pathe Nityam Pranati Dashakam Mudam Shradhaya Pathe Nityam Pranati Dashakam Mudam Avishate Ragamargeshu Tasya Bhakta Prasadata Jaya Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hare Gaura Hari Bol, Hare Gaura Hari Bol, I eternally offer my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of my most worshipful Divine Master, the Supreme Emperor of the Sannyasi Kings, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Swami. He possesses a lofty, dignified, divinely effulgent, incomparable holy form, so charming to behold. Adorned with gopi chandan and the necklace of tulasi beads, he holds the triple staff of the Vaishnava ascetics. Although he possesses the qualification of inconceivable potency, he is full of the utmost affection. All the 10 directions are illuminated by the effulgence of his supramundane, unalloyed perception. He is the dispenser of the genuine, proper, harmonious adjustment of all the scriptures, the Vedas, the Vedanta, the Upanishads, Puranas, etc., headed by Srimad Bhagavat Purana, which holds equal importance with the Vedas. In the necklace of the jewels of the Acharyas in the Sri Gaudiya Sampradaya, he shines resplendently like the brilliant Kaustubha gem. And he is radiant in his glory as the crown jewel of the bumblebee devotees who are mad in the Supreme Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu's love supreme. I eternally offer my obeisances unto him, my most worshipful Divine Master.
By his grace, he brought to full bloom the deepest underlying purport of gayatri, mother of Vedas. By his grace, he opens the hidden treasure house of the glorious internal purport of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and he distributes these gifts to one and all, even the lowest of all. He revealed the supreme holy book, Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, which is a treasure of many types of precious gems of holy stanzas. The wealth of holy stanzas compiled from Sotra Ratna by Sri Yamunacharya and many other valuable sources, sung by the Lord and his devotees. He revealed an unprecedented collection of holy books, search for Sri Krishna, revealed reality, the beautiful Sri Guru and his grace, the golden volcano of divine love, etc., that are the very life nectar for the devotees' hearts and spiritual senses. He gave these gifts to the world. I eternally offer my obeisances unto him, my most worshipful Divine Master, beautiful deity of mercy incarnate.
He reveals in his full-blown splendor as along with and through his intimate servitors, he distributes in the entire universe the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Gaura Krishna, the moon risen from the nectar ocean of the grand dance of the congregational chanting of Sri Krishna's holy name.
Can you read one more?
In Sri Navadvip, which is none different from the holy abode of Sri Vrindavan, His Divine Grace established the world-renowned Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Math at Sri Koladvip, the self-same hidden Govardhan hill, Gupta Govardhan, which is the sacred place where all offenses are absolved, Aparada Bhanjana Path. There, he revealed the beautiful devotional service of the worshipful deities Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar, divinely manifesting his very self as deity of service in perfection. Eternally do I offer my obeisances unto the holy lotus feet of my divine master Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, who carries the divine current of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati coming in the line of Sri Rupa, the object of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's divine affection.
One who with pure faith happily sings this every day, gains the qualification to serve the Supreme Lord on the path of spontaneous love, Raganuga, Ragamarga, by the grace of the associate servitors of the Śrīla Gurudeva.
Which Śrīla Gurudeva? Which Śrīla Gurudeva? You said, by the grace of the associate servitors of the Śrīla Gurudeva. What Śrīla Gurudeva? Who Śrīla Gurudeva? Just Śrīla Gurudeva in general, okay? By the grace of Guru Maharaj.
Yes.
Dandavad, dear devotees. That was our little attempt to follow the lead of Srila Govinda Maharaj in the glorification of Guru Maharaj. A very unusual song for us to sing. Pranati Dashakam starts with Naumi Shri Guru Padabjam. We're a little bit late already. But it's a sweet program. We've been discussing already the 10 offenses of the Holy Name this morning and singing the poem of Govinda Maharaj about the 10 offenses. And now another poem by Govinda Maharaj about Guru Maharaj. Alright, so Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada giving the translation and purports ki Jai, Jai the author Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki Jai, and the book Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai. So we are reading Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Antya-līlā, chapter 3, and around verse 55-56. So we've started a new little topic in this chapter regarding Haridāsa Ṭhākura. And the gist of what was happening was that Mahaprabhu is very sad, and he's saying, oh, what to do, how to save. How most people in this world in Kali Yuga are so, bereft of Vedic culture, and they're therefore called Javanas. They're killing cows and killing the Brahminical culture. This way they're all engaged in sinful activities. But Haridāsa Ṭhākura said, my dear Lord, do not be in anxiety. Do not be unhappy to see the condition of the Javanas in the material existence. Trying to remove the unhappiness of the Lord, he's saying something, and he's giving it like, oh, even the Javanas, they're accustomed to chanting Haram, Haram. So even though they're saying something else by that, they're getting some benefit, they will be saved, all will be okay. My Lord, do not be sad. And then we had some purports yesterday, so we didn't actually read many verses, so we're just starting this, but some description Prabhupada was giving in the purports. Very nice. So text 55, Namacharya Haridāsa Ṭhākura, the authority on the chanting of the holy name, said, the chanting of the Lord's holy name to indicate something other than the Lord is an instance of namabhas. Even when the holy name is chanted in this way, its transcendental power is not destroyed. So this is in regards to chanting things like Haram, Haram, which usually means something, oh, horrible, oh, Haram, this is sinful, abominable. But in Sanskrit, it would be Haram, means oh Rama, oh Ramachandra. So in this way, this is this type of chanting where you say something but you mean something else. That is called namabhas. So this is Haridāsa Ṭhākura saying what is namabhas, and then he's giving a different type of verse, which looks Sanskrit, but it doesn't say where it's from. Maybe it's from Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Damstra hoto lecho haramati puna puna uktvapi mukti mapnoti kim puna shraddhaya grinan. And he's quoting Haridāsa Ṭhākura. Even a mlecha who is being killed by the tusk of a boar and who cries in distress again and again, haram, haram, in fear, and he attains liberation. What then to speak of those who chant the holy name with veneration and faith? So this was a little instance, a story from the Puranas, where a meat-eater being killed by a boar uttered the words haram, haram again and again at the time of his death. Since this is a quotation from the Nrisimha Purana, this indicates that in the Puranic age there must also have been mlechas and javanas, meat-eaters, and the words haram, meaning condemned, were also uttered in those days. So this not a new thing. I know that. Anyways, thus Haridāsa Ṭhākura gives evidence that even a meat-eater who condemns something by uttering the words haram gets the benefit of chanting the holy name that the devotees chant to mean, "Oh my Lord Rama." And then the next example, text 57. Ajamila putre bolaya boli narayan Vishnu duta asi charaya tahara bandham. Ajamila was a great sinner during his life, but at the time of death, he accidentally called for his youngest son, whose name was Narayan. And the attendants of Lord Vishnu, Vishnu Dutas, came to relieve him. I will wear this garland, and hopefully this will purify me so that I may say something useful and read this with the proper mood. So he accidentally called for his youngest son, whose name was Narayan, and the attendants of Lord Vishnu came to relieve him from the bonds of Yamaraj, the superintendent of death. So he's continuing giving examples of namabhas, yes. Text 58. Ramadu yakshāraiha nahi vyabhahita prema bhaci ha shabda tahate bhusita. The word Rama consists of the two syllables Ra, Ma. These are unseparated and are decorated with the loving word Ha, meaning O. Namera akshara savera eta svabhava vyavahita hoile nachare apana prabhava. The letters of the holy name have so much spiritual potency that they act even when uttered improperly. Wow. The letters of the holy name hold potency. So even if the letters are used in a different language, they still hold power. And people all over the world are chanting namabhas, the shadow of the name. And the purport by Prabhupada. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ṭhākura states that the word vyavahita, improperly uttered, is not used here to refer to the mundane vibration of the letters of the alphabet. Well, there we go. I was wrong. Such negligent utterance for the sense gratification of materialistic persons is not a vibration of transcendental sound. Okay, not transcendental vibration. utterance of the holy name while one engages in sense gratification is an impediment on the path toward achieving ecstatic love of Krishna, for Krishna. On the other hand, if one who is eager for devotional service utters the holy name even partially or improperly, the holy name, who is identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, exhibits its spiritual potency because of that person's offenseless utterance. Thus, one is relieved from all unwanted practices, and one gradually awakens his dormant love for Krishna. Interesting. Well, because we're told to chant always, no matter how fallen you are and no matter what you're doing. But here it says, Saraswati Ṭhākura says, utterance of the holy name while one engages in sense gratification is an impediment on the path towards achieving ecstatic love for Krishna. Well, this seems like a contradiction, and one I am not able to solve. Text 60. Big quotation from Hari Bhakti Vilas. Namaikam yasya vachi smarana padham gatam shrotamulam gatam va shudham varnam vyabahita rahitam tarayatyeva satyam tache deha dravina janata alobha pashamda madhye nikshiptam syanna phalam janakam shighram evatra vipram. If a devotee, so the Haridāsa Ṭhākura is continuing to speak, if a devotee once utters the holy name of the Lord, or if it penetrates his mind, or enters his ear, so means to speak, to hear, or to think of it, which is the channel of the oral reception, the ear, that holy name will certainly deliver him from material bondage, whether vibrated properly or improperly, with correct or incorrect grammar, and properly joined or vibrated in separate parts. O Brahmana, the potency of the holy name is therefore certainly great. Jai. Guru Gauranga Sundara Hare Jai. O Brahmana, the potency of the holy name is therefore certainly great. However, if one uses the vibration of the holy name for the benefit of the material body, for material wealth and followers, or under the influence of greed or atheism, I'm not sure if you heard that, but we definitely did. Okay. The potency of the holy name is therefore certainly great. However, if one uses the vibration of the holy name for the benefit of the material body, for material wealth and followers, or under the influence of greed or atheism, in other words, if one utters the name with offenses, and we know the 10 offenses because we summarized them this morning, such chanting will not produce the desired result very soon. Interesting. So it will produce, just not very soon. Okay, cool. Therefore, one should diligently avoid offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord. This verse from the Padma Purana is included in the Hari Bhakti Vilasa by Sanatana Goswami. And Prabhupada is saying this in the purport. Therein, Srila Sanatana Goswami gives the following explanation. And there's another Sanskrit quotation, or maybe it looks like a sentence. It's the first time I see a quotation that does not look like a verse, because there's like commas and semicolons, etc. And this means that if one somehow or other hears, utters, or remembers the holy name, or if it catches his mind while coming near his ears, that holy name, even if vibrated in separate words, will act, means will work. An example of such separation is giving as follows. Suppose one is using the two words halam riktam. Now, the syllable ha in the word halam and the syllable ri in riktam are separately pronounced, but nevertheless it will act because one somehow or other utters the word Hari. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Even if you say halam riktam, you say Hari in separate words, and that will still work. I feel like that just shows the mercy of the Lord and His power, that even if you separate His name into like different words, and you might be talking about a completely different thing, but they count it. You know, it's like when you're in a competition and everyone participates, and you know, at the end of the day, there is not like one winner. They say, oh, everyone is a winner, guys. Friendship wins. Everyone gets a participation medal. Even the guy in the wheelchair who did not run. You were running with your mind. We know you were with us, so we'll give you a participation. That's amazing. I've never heard that. This halam riktam hari. Okay. Similarly, in the word Raja Mahishi, the syllables Ra and the Ma appear in two separate words. But because they somehow or other appear together, somehow or other, okay, the holy name Rama will act, provided there are no offenses. That's quite okay. The holy name has so much spiritual potency that it can deliver one from all sinful reactions and material entanglements. But utterance of the holy name will not be very soon fruitful if done to facilitate sinning. I see. Okay. Not everyone gets a participation medal. Almost. They get a cookie maybe. The holy name is so powerful that it must act. But when one utters the holy name with offenses, its action will be delayed, not immediate. Jai, still working, just delayed. Although in favorable circumstances, the holy names of the Lord act very quickly. Jai, I mean, it's amazing. Even when you do it without thinking about it, even if you do it offensively. And then verse 61 is a one-line quotation, most rare thing, just one line. Nama bhaz hoite hoy, sarva papak shoy. Namacharya Haridāsa Ṭhākura continued, if one offenselessly utters the holy name, even imperfectly, one can be freed from all the results of sinful life. Yes, of course. If your mood is perfect, but you're not able to speak it correctly, doesn't matter. That makes sense. And then another quotation from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Tam nirvyajam bhajaguna nidhe pavanam pavananam shraddhara janmatiraatiram atitaram uttama shloka maulim prodyananta karana kuhare hantayannam bhanur abhasvapi kshapayati mahapataka dhanta rashim. Quotation. O reservoir of all good qualities, just worship Śrī Krishna, the purifier of all purifiers, the most exalted of the personalities worshipped by choice poetry. Worship Him with a faithful, unflinching mind, without duplicity, and in a highly elevated manner. Thus worship the Lord, whose name is like the sun, for just as a slight appearance of the sun dissipates the darkness of night, so a slight appearance of the holy name of Krishna can drive away all the darkness of ignorance that arises in the heart due to greatly sinful activities performed in previous lives. Oh, there we go. So Mahaprabhu was like, oh, Haridāsa Ṭhākura, these people are Yavanas, they have no hope, they're killing cows and killing the Brahman cultures. I'm so sad. And this is Haridāsa Ṭhākura, instantly, okay, it's all good, Mahaprabhu, don't worry, forget about your sadness, and I'll prove it to you. Here are all the quotations that it's all good. Even if they separate the words, they will get benefit if they chant the holy name anyways. So we're hearing about some good hope for everyone in the world. Jai Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. And we'll have to continue tomorrow. Today's program has been very long.
By the way, as you was reading out from Chaitanya-caritāmṛta, maybe you remember about today's day. What is a special day today? It's in the morning we was telling it, or it's Vasudeva Ghosh or it's Madhu Ghosh, disappearance day.
Yes.
So do you remember who is it?
Do I remember anything about these personalities?
Yes, from Chaitanya-caritāmṛta. Okay, I can remind. It was three brothers, Gopal Ghosh, Govinda Ghosh,
Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Goshadigaya.
So there was
Sanjaya.
There was very close devotees to Nityananda and Gauranga very loved kirtans of these three brothers.
They're the singers.
Yeah.
Sanjaya Mukunda Vasudeva Ghosh Adigaya. Gaya means like sang. And that Kivo Jayo Jayo Gaura chant.
So like that.
Jai. So the leading Kirtaniyas of Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement. Inconceivable.
There was very sweet kirtans.
You know that.
No, it was like that.
Very sweet Kirtans, I promise you. As if you were there. Yes, disappearance of Srila Vasudeva Ghosh Ṭhākura ki jai. The disappearance of Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Sarvasva Giri Maharaj. And Bhratri Dvitiya Krityam, the festival where brothers and sisters honor each other. I don't know how they honor each other, but because it's in our calendar, surely it is important. So I will try to honor my sisters today, and you guys can all honor your siblings, your brothers and sisters. I don't know how to honor them properly. Maybe we can read about it sometime. Maybe it's on the MAHA website. But either way, we don't want to prolong the program too much. I mean, there's no rush today. I have a day off because we're going to the Bhakti Vedanta Manor. We're going to visit the temple, visit the devotees. And it seems we're starting a new chapter here in the Golden Volcano of Divine Love. So, Jai Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai, Jai Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. And then, Jai Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai. And Jai Shri, the Golden Volcano of Divine Love ki
jai.
Jai. So we were just hearing about Nimai Pandit, the mad Nimai Pandit, and how he went mad and he started teaching his students very deep philosophical and truths. And they didn't want that, although they appreciated it, which I found interesting. Yeah, they said, yes, we understand this is very elevated, this is very deep and philosophical. He's explaining all the Sanskrit grammar in the context of Krishna, and but that will not benefit my Sanskrit career, I need to learn like normal Sanskrit. So, and they went to his teacher, his childhood teacher, and they complained to him, you tell him to teach properly. And anyways, I think he decided to take sannyas after that, because he realized these people are crazy. They're making offense against me. Gotta save them somehow. Okay, new chapter, A Tragedy of Separation, on page 97 of the copybook. According to solar calculation, it was on the day of Makara Sankranti, an auspicious conjunction of the stars, that Nimai Pandit went to Katwa to take sannyas. There we go. The renounced order of life. After this, he would become known as Śrī Caitanya-Mahaprabhu. He swam across the Ganges and in wet cloth ran towards Katwa. Just before this, he told only a few of his friends, including Nityananda Prabhu, Kadadhar Pandit, Mukunda, and others, quote, "The time when I will accept the robe of renunciation is very near." And just a few days before this, an opposition party had been raised against Nimai Pandit. Who is Nimai Pandit? Who is Nimai Pandit?
No, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, correct, before he took sannyas. So the opposition party had been raised just a few days before he took sannyas. Those who believed that material nature is the highest principle and that consciousness is a product of matter began to abuse Nimai Pandit. And Nimai Pandit thought, I came to deliver the lowest of men, save them. But if they commit offenses against me, there will be no hope for their upliftment. And suddenly he said, I came with that medicine which gives the greatest relief, but now I find that their disease is rapidly growing worse and seems beyond the treatment. It will take its own course towards doom. The patients are committing offenses by abusing their doctor. They're making arrangements to insult me. They take it that I am a family man, their nephew. They take me as one of them. I came with the best medicine for the present degraded age, but now I find that they are plotting against me. Now they are doomed. At least I have to show them that I am not one of them, he thought. I shall leave family life and take sannyas and wander from village to village, town to town, preaching the holy name of Krishna. That was his decision. And within a few days he went to take sannyas at Katwa from Keshava Bharati Maharaj. Just the day before, he left to take sannyas. From the afternoon until the evening, there was a spontaneous gathering of devotees in the home of Nimai Pandit. Okay, now I understood what I read. Just the day before he left to take sannyas, from the afternoon until the evening, there was a spontaneous gathering of devotees in the home of Nimai Pandit. It means no arrangements, no namahata, no program. Everyone just came. They wanted to see him for no reason, apparently. Every year in Bengal, that day was celebrated as Lakshmi Puja, worship of the goddess of fortune, when special cakes are prepared and distributed. Nimai, knowing that early the next morning he would leave Navadvip to take sannyas, attracted his followers in such a way that almost every leading devotee came to see him that evening. Radharani Devidasi. Should we continue reading? Should we read a little more?
Yes, okay.
Yes, it's good. Nobody's very hungry?
Taking
No.
breakfast.
Not taking breakfast? Perfect. Your breakfast will be the golden volcano of divine love. They came with flower garlands and many other offerings to be presented to the Lord. Nimai accepted their garlands and then placed them on the necks of the devotees who gave them. Only 4 of his most intimate devotees knew he was leaving. The ordinary devotees did not know this would be his last night in Navadvip. The ordinary devotees, which are spoken about here, are probably the most exalted devotees for us. So all of them were extremely qualified. But among the qualified, only 4, the most intimate, knew he was leaving to take sannyas. And they all came with garlands to see him. And with his own hands he garlanded the necks of his devotees and appealed them. And he said, always chant the name of Krishna. Under no condition should you give up this Krishna Nama. And don't do anything else while working, eating, sleeping, or walking day or night. In whatever you do, continuously take the name of Krishna. Always talk about Krishna, nothing else. If you have any real attraction for me, then don't do anything without chanting the name of Krishna. Cultivate Krishna consciousness. Krishna is the origin of us all. He is our Father. We have come from Him. The son who shows no gratitude towards the Father is sure to be punished birth after birth. Always chant these names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No other religious principle is required. Chant Hare Krishna. This is not an ordinary mantra, but this is the Maha-Mantra, the greatest of all the great mantras, the very essence of all the mantras known to the world. Only take to this, always. No other prescription is to be followed. Remember your Lord, your home. This is a foreign land. You have nothing to aspire after here. Try always to go back home, back to Godhead. In this way the Lord spoke, and all his devotees intuitively came because it was Nimai Pandit's last night in Navadvip. If someone close to me randomly started giving me, the essence of all advice for life and all the blessings, I would think something is wrong. Maybe. I would become suspicious. Why all of a sudden he's giving me all this advice, as if, for my whole life. Really asking me to do something. But they all intuitively came because he was leaving. That's what Guru Maharaj is saying. And late at night, one devotee named Kolavecha Sridhar arrived. He used to make trade on the plantain tree and its fruit. He would sell the fruit, ripe or green, and the big leaves which are used as plates. Plantain tree. He had banana tree farm, and he would sell bananas. One of the most beautiful devotees I know, Kolavecha Sridhar, selling bananas, and Mahaprabhu would always come to bargain with him, even though he had the lowest prices on the market, out of consideration, out of compassion for the souls. Oh my God. Sometimes Nimai would pay him less for his fruits than what they were worth, and sometimes he would snatch the best fruits from him, even stealing. Sridhar came to see him late at night to offer him a choice pumpkin. Interesting. A choice pumpkin. Have you heard this phrase? A choice pumpkin? Maybe like picked out the best pumpkin, the best choice pumpkin, maybe something like that. And Nimai thought, I have spent almost my whole life snatching so many things from him. And now, on this late night, he has brought this wonderful pumpkin. I cannot resist. That was his thoughts, Nimai thought, Mahaprabhu. He asked Shachi Devi, Mother, Sridhar has given me this pumpkin. Please think of how it can be prepared. So sweet. At bedtime, someone came with some milk. Oh, and more people are coming. They're all coming. And Nimai said, Mother, with this milk and this pumpkin, please prepare some sweet rice. Oh my God, Devahuti. Sweet rice and pumpkin. Remember we had like pumpkin something.
2 days ago I was telling, let's cook pumpkin and with sweet rice because we have a lot of pumpkins. Let's cook
Wow.
it. It's this dish very well known. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu loved a lot.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
But I remember we had sweet dishes in my childhood with pumpkin.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cooked.
Oh, Jai. See, just from my early childhood, I've already been around the devotional service
Pumpkin.
of pumpkin and sweet
Choice.
rice just for Mahaprabhu. Choice pumpkin, best pumpkin. And then more, And then he said, please, Mother, with this milk and this pumpkin, please prepare some sweet rice. So Shachi Devi prepared some pumpkin sweet rice. Pumpkin boiled with milk, rice, and sugar. He's giving us ingredients. Late at night, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, Nimai went away. He left Vishnupriya Devi asleep in bed. His mother Shachi Devi, sensing what was to come, was staying awake all night, guarding the door. I mean, just thinking about the hearts of these devotees and the attachment they had for the Lord. Nimai bowed down to her and went away. So she saw him leave and just bowed down and walked away. And like a stone figure, Mother Shachi Devi sat there by the gate as Nimai left. She could not say anything, but was struck dumb. A little after 3 o'clock in the morning, Nimai swam across the Ganges, and in his wet cloth went straight to Katwa, a distance of 25 miles. He reached there by 9 or 10 o'clock. There, he approached Keshava Bharati to take sannyas. So he ran 40 kilometers, just a marathon in the morning, from 3 to 9 o'clock in the morning, after swimming across Ganges. Triathlon, swimming, running, jumping. No, anyways, what a
bicycling. Trucks,
what a chapter. I mean, all right, I think we have to stop somewhere eventually, unless we don't, but maybe we do. All right, Jai Shri Golden Volcano of Divine Love Ki Jai. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Okay, Didi, don't bow out just yet. You still have to earn your lunch by singing Hari Hare Nama Krishna. You got Kartals? What, you want the book on your phone?
I don't know.
You know. What you know? You know the song.
I can follow.
You can follow. No, you sing.
No, I can follow.
Okay, fine. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Antya-līlā Hare